All right, let's dive into the murky depths of Deadpool and Wolverine, the cinematic equivalent of a flat soda. Like many comic book enthusiasts, I eagerly awaited this mashup, but let's get straight to the point. It's a big fat disappointment. Sean Levy, bless his heart, tries to resuscitate the gasping for air superhero genre with a shot of R-rated adrenaline, but all he manages is a messy, humorless flop. Don't worry, I'll keep this review as vague as possible. Spoilers are the last thing you need for a movie that's already spoiled itself. The story, if you can call it that, leans heavily on the now painfully overused multiverse concept because, of course, Wolverine and Deadpool find themselves thrown together as their respective worlds teeter on the brink of non-existence. With the stakes allegedly high, they must join forces to vanquish their mutual foe. The result? A convoluted tangle of alternate timelines, overloaded with more exposition than a pretentious art house flick. It's an exhausting maze of narrative dead ends that leaves you wondering if even the writers understood what was happening. So, if you're in the mood for a headache-inducing spectacle that's as amusing as a root canal, Deadpool and Wolverine is your ticket. Let's slice open the underbelly of Deadpool and Wolverine and see what we've got. Spoilers? Don't worry, I'll keep them under wraps. But I will say this. The film is crammed with cameos, enough to make even the most casual comic book nerd squeal like they've just found a mint-condition first edition at a yard sale. These surprise appearances are basically the only things keeping this shipwreck afloat. Now, about those fight sequences. Levy knows his audience's attention span is shorter than a TikTok video, so just when the story starts to drag, and believe me, it drags like a dog on a hot sidewalk, he throws in a bloody brawl. Deadpool and Wolverine duke it out in a series of well-choreographed smackdowns. Each one set to pop tunes so loud and beloved, you'll think you've stumbled into a Marvel-themed karaoke night. It's a lazy trick, sure, but damn if it isn't fun. These splashes of violence and catchy tunes are the movie's saving grace. Levy knows his crowd. He knows we're not here for plot or character development element. No, we're here to see Deadpool and Wolverine tear each other to shreds to the sweet sounds of 80s pop hits. So, kudos to Levy for knowing his audience's low standards and meeting them with gusto. The film's greatest strength lies in its two leads. And, oh boy, do Reynolds and Jackman deliver. Their real-life bromance and effortless chemistry make them the perfect duo for a buddy movie. And they bring their A-game. It's a joy to watch them together. And here's hoping they team up again for a movie that actually deserves their talent. But let's not get too carried away with the compliments. Despite some dazzling visual effects that are truly eye-popping, there's a lot that crashes and burns. The juvenile toilet humor and outdated gay wisecracks feel like they were pulled straight from a 90s sitcom's reject pile. And the humor? Forced and desperate doesn't even begin to cover it. Deadpool, of course, breaks the fourth wall so many times you'd think he's trying to escape the movie himself. His quips are as hollow and mechanical as a wind-up toy, landing with all the grace of a lead balloon. Thank goodness there weren't any crickets in the theater, because they would have had a field day chirping away in the awkward silence. In short, while Reynolds and Jackman give it their all, Deadpool and Wolverine feels like a tired, out-of-touch attempt to cash in on the superhero craze. Let's hope these two get another chance to shine in a movie that's actually worth watching. The film blends fantasy and present-day reality, giving Deadpool every opportunity to roast 20th Century Fox, Disney, Hollywood's current state, and even Hugh Jackman's real-life divorce. This self-referential humor is about as effective as a lead balloon. Reynolds leans on his tired shtick, which is as charming and subtle as a jackhammer at 3 a.m. Die-hard Deadpool fans might find something to cling to, but for the rest of us, the movie nosedives after the opening credits. Yes, Levy keeps the tradition alive with a snazzy opener, but it's all downhill from there. The best parts are the action scenes, which are indeed fun, but they're scattered like raisins in an otherwise bland oatmeal cookie of a movie. So, unless you're a glutton for punishment or have a strange fetish for Reynolds' snarky quips, save your money. Wait for Deadpool and Wolverine to hit a streaming service where you can fast forward to the good bits and spare yourself 2 hours of disappointment. Your time and sanity will thank you.